SickBoy from the Gaminganarchist Collective, and welcome to the Anarchic Eye for February the 26th, 2014. Well, the Warriors of Draenor expansion pack for World of Warcraft is going to come with an XP boost to XP boost one of your characters up to level 90. They decided that rather than just limit it to that they would offer this as a downloadable thing in order for you to boost your characters up to level 90, which obviously will allow you to access some of the higher level quests. I think this is the dumbest fucking thing imaginable, really. I mean, if you look at World of Warcraft, okay, it's a subscription-based service. You're paying your $15 a month anyway for the product. You're buying the product, you're renting the product. The whole point of WoW is the grind. The grind of your characters is pretty much the meat and potatoes, is why you keep paying that subscription fee. Because if you could just be a high-level character and just you get sick of it pretty fucking quick. The whole point is the time and experience you put into levelling up your characters. And they've decided to put a price on that. So $60 for the price of a new game, you can level up one of your characters to level 90. Blizzard, knock that fucking shit off. You're already dealing with essentially, although there's some arguments for whether it be a decent scheme, especially the way free-to-play goes to pieces, but there are some merits to having a pay-to-subscribe system. I get your arguments, however, free-to-play, if not abused, is a better system. You know, obviously microtransactioning it to shit, making it pay-to-win is a problem. You are already paying for subscription. You already have the full-price title. It's not like there are free-to-play titles that you can do as an MMO. Subscription free. Neverwinter, anybody? But oh no. No. In order to continue playing WoW, you keep your subscription, buy the game, buy the expansion, and then spend $60 to level up one of your characters, entirely taking out the point of grinding. And really, I know that people complain about grind, but with MMOs, it is all about the grind. All MMOs are social grinding experiences. Pack that shit in. I can't even talk about this again. It's Microsoft PR. It makes me want to shrivel into a ball and die. But yet again, Microsoft are doing the shittiest bits of PR imaginable. Now, understandably, people who bought the launch day one console of the Xbox One are feeling a little bit pissed in the UK that now the console is available £30 cheaper only a couple of months after launch. They have come back and said, well, we're very sorry, but this is a very special price, and we can't possibly give you that refund, view as a day one consumer, and they like to... Just also, don't forget, we did give you a free game at launch. Could you just shut your fucking mouth, Microsoft? Really, if your consumers are emailing you going, where's my discount? Go, I'm sorry, that was a time-specific discount, and it is linked into Titanfall specifically, so unless you're going to buy the Titanfall bundle, which isn't a day one exclusive console, then it doesn't come with the discount applied. If you'd have just said that, if you'd have just said, sorry, no retrospective discounts, we apologise for the, we apologise, but we are trying to promote Titanfall. But no, you came back and went, we did give you a free game. Fucking hell. You cannot do right for doing wrong, can you? Seriously. Could you just do it for once for me? Do me a favour. Stop me having to slag you off every time one of your PR people opens their mouths and do something fucking sensible. Because even when you do a price drop, you fuck up your PR. It's ridiculous. You're professionals. Hang on, before I cover this, I just want to, I'm just checking my dictionary here, just to make sure I didn't dream the word parody. Parody, yeah, here we are. Yeah. Mimicry of someone's individual manner in a humorous or satirical way. Yeah, it is a word, it does actually exist. Anyway, the daughter of Sammy the Bull, who was on the Mobsters' Wives, whatever the fuck thing on VH1, has decided to come out and wants to sue Rockstar for $40 million on the grounds that a story about a mob daughter who clearly is a parody of her, tied up about to be buried in a hole, and that mission during GTA 5, is an unfair parody of, I didn't say parody, is ripping off her life, and she wants to sue them for $40 million for taking her life story and utilising it in that way. And ironically enough, she has a book that I'm sure she wrote coming out to cover this story. So, you know, not that it's taught us drumming up press and shit. The fuck are you talking about? You think you're going to sue Rockstar because Rockstar parodied your life? Sorry, you're the daughter of Sammy the fucking Bull. You think you've got much say to feel hurt and upset that somebody might mock your existence? Well, pardon fucking me. I'm sure you'll be giving some of your money to the victims of street crime or something, will you? Maybe giving that 40 million to, I don't know, police widows or something? No, you're fucking not, you harpy bitch. You are actually literally become a celebrity off the fact that your father is a scumbag. You man, that makes Paris Hilton seem like a legit celebrity. I mean, really? I mean, Christ almighty, Kim Kardashian's dad got OJ off. And that was bad enough, but Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know what you might want to do? You might want to put your head down a little bit, rather than stand there and go, you see that? See that thing mocking my existence that I'm trying to milk for profit? Yeah, that's of me. And so you should pay me for that, because there's a news story, you dumb fucking bitch. Good fucking luck in the courts. Well, bloody hell, the Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, well, I don't know what you want to call it, it's not really a prequel game. By all accounts, it is a small, bite-sized experience where you can get through the campaign in a couple of hours. I mean, granted, you can get through the other games in a couple of hours if you really try, but I don't think it's, I don't think it's the case. I think it is a small campaign introduction thing that, obviously, the main game, in fact being Phantom Pain, is not going to be out till sometime, potentially even late next year. Now, they're really pushing to get this game popular. I mean, they've just dropped the price for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One versions down to match the Xbox 360 and PS3 versions, which again is a damn good thing because it should do. I mean, it's now, I think it's in the UK on shop2.net, I've seen it at £22. That is a more attractive price than the 35 or so that you were previously selling it at. So that's interesting in of itself. They're also trying to entice people in by saying that if you get this, if you get the, if you pre-order it or get the day, or presumably the day one, it's limited, they haven't guaranteed how much, you will get DLC to upgrade your mother base that will carry over into Phantom Pain. So it will give you an game advantage in Phantom Pain. I'm not sure I want a game advantage, to be honest. That doesn't appeal to me in the slightest. But they also are offering, again, which is quite interesting and makes sense with modern sort of console gaming, is that they're releasing a free app as well to go with the game, and it's called the iDroid app. You can get it free on the iOS store, on Android, and it is essentially a map communicator, and it's meant to replicate Big Boss's communicator. So you can see maps, play audio logs, and what have you directly through your phone, which is an interesting little bit of immersion, but of course you have to put your controller down to pick that up anyway. So as much as it is a nifty little trick, and I'm sure it'll be fun for a couple of minutes, I certainly couldn't see myself focusing too badly on my phone when I have a massive great screen to look at and buttons that can bring these menus up on said screen. Even in a picture-in-picture, I'm sure that's not exactly impossible. Anyway, so here we go. So Konami are putting everything really behind Ground Zeroes to make it a success. I can only assume that they're considering that the greater the sales for Ground Zeroes, the more interest of Phantom Pain, so perhaps they'll put more money behind the title, because it's still very much in development. But, you know, we'll see. A lot of people have been, rightfully so, very hesitant about thinking about picking this title up. I mean, there certainly is a lot of replayability, if from what it sounds like, because previously it was a PSP title originally, so open world, a number of missions that you can address different ways, and you could play through the whole thing in a couple of hours, or you could keep experimenting through and trying different things with the levels, and bring it out to, you know, let's face it, it's no shorter than, say, a Call of Duty campaign, but there's not really a multiplayer element. There is a leaderboard element where you can, of course, try and go through a no-kill run, see how quick you can stealth the bases, that kind of thing. But, I mean, it's a hard sell. It's a hard sell for the amount of content, and they're making it a bit of a sweeter deal by dropping the price of the next-gen offerings. That's certainly going to help people decide whether they want it or not. Well, King, forerunners for the scammiest, scrubbiest little developer company imaginable, have withdrawn their trademark application for the word candy in the US. I can only assume because it's actually a standard fucking word in America. That would be like patenting the word crumpet here. Of course, Mr. Crumpet tried that and, you know, things went crazy over here. Really mental. I mean, there was the crumpet riots. Shit went crazy. We were throwing cream tea and scones and crumpets all over the place. Marmite smearing the streets. It was a fucking disaster. And we learned from that. Now, of course, King still have a trademark for candy in Europe, mainly because the word candy isn't synonymous with sweets, which is probably how they got away with it. In the US, what they have is they have the words Candy Crusher as a term that is trademarked in order to protect their IPs. So they've said that they're going to withdraw from trying to trademark the word candy, because I'm sure other companies would be fairly pissed about that, you know, being all the candy companies perhaps. But I digress. So they're going to withdraw that, but they're still going to aggressively protect their IP. If anyone in Europe dare uses the word candy, well, candy, 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 crush king, candy, 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 king, crush king, candy. Fuck off. Well, good news, my fellow Persona fans. It does appear that Persona 5 will be being released in the US, hopefully coming to Europe at some point. As it turns out, it will be coming out on the PlayStation 3 sometime in 2015, which again is a reason if you're a PlayStation, to hold on to your PS3. Also, Persona Q, the 3DS title, will also be coming to the West. Hoping to see these also get localized in the EU. Obviously, with the PlayStation 3 Persona game, we should be able to import it quite comfortably because they shouldn't be region locked, unless Sega start doing dickish things now they own Atlas. But so this is some good news. See, obviously, this is an interesting thing though. When it comes to porting over these games, this is kind of a bit of a Xenoblade Chronicles sort of situation. Kind of a situation where kind of at the very end of the life cycle of a console, brilliant games potentially coming along out of Japan that are delayed for release substantially, and they're going to appear right essentially at the end of the life cycle. Now, no one really knows how long, say, the PSN or Xbox Live for that matter, will be exact on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. We don't really know. So it would be a shame if Sony were to, for example, switch off the PSN support for the PS3 when people finally get hold of their copy of Persona 5. That would kind of blow, particularly if you're the sort of trophy collecting type. Personally, I'm not. I don't really hold that much stock in trophies myself, but I digress. Many people do. And it would absolutely suck if, say, you couldn't go for your Platinum and it wouldn't actually appear on your PSN ID. That would blow. But in general, good news to see, again, some high quality, the Shin Megami Tensei Persona titles coming across to the West. Happy days. Anyway, guys, you've been looking through the 2020 edition of the Anarchic Eye. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you guys later.